Hello and welcome to this edition of InBox. I'm Judy Ju.
And I'm Mark Mueller. Today's InBox is all about food. Food for nurturing your belly and food for inspiring your mind.
And we even have a sweet dessert for you too.
On InBox, we have shown you stories about the farm-to-table movement, where chefs grow and serve only their freshest fruits and vegetables.
Today we will see how that works in the ocean. This is a story about a seafood company called Dragon Baby, who catches only what fish you order and delivers them fresh to your door.
But this is no fish story. It's called Custom Catch, and Jin takes us to the Pacific.
Dinner!
Caught in the morning, delivered to your table tonight. Maynard Webb is gonna make it happen.
He is leaving Half Moon Bay Harbor at 6 p.m. He will be at sea for the next 16 hours. Only the experienced fisherman knows how to fish at night.
My name is Maynard Webb. I am a part owner of Dragon Baby Seafood. I see to it that the seafood is caught and processed and delivered. I have a philosophy that just as long as fish is fresh, as long as there's a fresh product, you can sell it.
Because freshness is the most valuable part of a fisherman's business, and Captain Maynard came up with an idea to offer seasonal fish, and caught early each morning and delivered to customers' tables for dinner. Now, about 30 miles away from the coastline, and Captain Maynard found a spot. And 3,000 hooks with squid bait will be dropped here. The line will sink below 2,000 feet deep in the ocean. After 3 hours of waiting, Captain Maynard believes the fish has beaten the bait. Now it's time to harvest.
There we go. Put it through the block. We'll make some money. Oh, baby. Come to Papa. Nice catch. What are we doing on the JNC? Catching my hand, baby. Cod right there. Nice one. Good dinner fish.
After a long night, his holes are filled with fish, and his knowledge and skill will soon be rewarded at port.
This is a Captain Special right here. These are all the fish that a couple of them got gaffed, but they're still going to live, so we put them in the live tanks. These are all of our special orders. Really good product. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock right now. We'll be in by 12 to 1. It'll probably be on the plate sometime tonight around 5 o'clock, I'm guessing. Can't get any fresher than that, unless you come out here and get it yourself. The main purpose of Dragon Baby Seafood is to ensure the quality of the product, that it's caught and maintained very well and delivered. It's all about experience, not just anybody can do it. I'm always trying to be very nosy with the market, just to make sure that the product gets delivered correctly and that the customers are happy.
Captain Maynard has worked 15 hours at sea. Now when most fishermen go home to sleep, Captain Maynard is about to begin his second journey. He makes his deliveries too.
The fish was swimming in the Pacific 10 hours ago. From ocean to table. Caught this morning, cooked tonight.
This is Custom Catch.
I think I want seafood tonight.
Me too. We should go grab a bite to eat.
Wait, you're kidding. $200 per person.
Yeah, to taste things like cod milt? What is so special about cod milt?
Oh, Mark, we are about to find out. Here's Tian Pan.
Chef Sun Jae-an calls his creation contemporary American cuisine with Asian influences. He says it's not fusion, instead.
What we wanted to do is we wanted to cook what we like, what we like to eat.
And what he likes to eat and cook are an exotic combination of taste.
We wanted to represent ourselves instead of being trendy or anything like that.
His dishes feature unusual but inspired ingredients like cod meat or fish sperm, and satus, a stem lettuce, So special that dinners at Mosu can cost around $200 per person.
All those techniques, the idea of cooking and the method and that I learned, I put it together and become something that's mine, something that's more personal. The sea moss soup that's in our menu. I use foie gras. Foie gras is a liver from a duck. That makes it more luxurious. And then when I tried it, actually, accidentally, came upon that idea, and then I put foie gras in there and I ate it together. Somehow it went really good, and now that's people's favorite. Everybody really loved that soup.
Sonan has worked at some of the America's most famous restaurants, the French Laundry, Menu, and Vulasava in Beverly Hills. Today, what he creates is all his own.
There shouldn't be any confusion. It has to be direct. And the philosophy is the backbone of it, of the restaurant. I think inspiration comes from the joy of cooking. The joy of cooking. Inspiration comes from when you do something that you really like. Inspiration just comes to it from everywhere.
Today, at his own restaurant, Mosu, that inspiration and joy of cooking is what's on the menu.
Oh, how unique. I would love to check this place out.
To try the cod meal?
Sure, why not?
Only if you try it first. When we come back, food for your mind.
Imagine telling stories for more than 35 years.
We're married to the business
and to each other.
And Jedi Knights living in the Bay Area.
Hello and welcome back. Judy, do you remember stories you were told as a child?
Yes, a lot. Have you heard of the Monkey Moon?
No.
The Legend of Macbeth Bridge?
No.
Monkey King?
Ah, yes, I have heard of Monkey King.
You know, these are all famous ancient Asian stories, but it's a shame that they are not as popular here.
Actually, we found a couple who are performing these stories right now in San Francisco. Deanne takes us to the theater and goes behind the scenes.
And shape up.
Bukashi, bukashi, aru tokoro ni. Once upon a time in the land of Japan. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago.
Once upon a time, Asian American artists Nancy Wang and Robert Kikuchi Ingoho created Ethnotech to preserve traditional Asian stories for Western audiences.
Was a real live Ethnotech, the weaving of
Cultures,
East and West, to create new possibilities.
New possibilities indeed. Their performance style is one of a kind.
We were storytellers who were moving.
And they move together.
If I go like this, she knows to go like that. And if I go like this, she goes like that. And if she goes like, I do that.
There was only one talk, and the talk was good.
For young artist Asha Azama, Ethnotech does more than simply share stories.
Ethnotech is to create art that heals the divides within us and the divides between us.
However, audiences will be wary of Ethnotech's innovations when they started.
There was this huge controversy going on about, was Ethnotech really storytellers? How come they wore costumes that were Japanese and then they would tell a Chinese story? And
we found Anne Shimojima, who witnessed the controversy. She helped Ethnotech to respond.
It really spoke to me how people then had so little exposure to Asian American storytelling. They were perhaps having a hard time differentiating between Asian and Asian American.
Don't think about the monkey in the tree. They didn't know what to take of us because it was so different. No. What? Oh, you made me so mad. See, we're part of a generation that had to redefine who we are.
Being an American-born Asian, Nancy knows the struggle. She was confused about her own identity growing up.
I mean, I really wanted to be white. That caused a lot of pain and a lot of just feeling
Unworthy.
But through the music, the art, and the storytelling, Nancy found out who she is.
I could be that person that was really me.
Thanks to Ethnotech's performances, many Asian Americans are rediscovering their heritage. Young artist Ling Li is one of them.
Ethnotech is part of my experience of growing up in San Francisco and being so lucky to hear my people's stories from a young age and have that connection to my ancestors.
Not only adults enjoy their stories, children, too, have lots of fun at their shows.
We have a lot of shows that take place in schools and libraries. Everyone say Korea. Philippines. People hire us because of the educational and cultural value, especially with the demographics that are taking place in our society. They want to show that we can celebrate the many cultures that make up America. Which in Japanese means once upon a...
Even after over 35 years of performing, Ethnotech is always looking for new blood.
So to find someone who wants to not only learn our style, but to actually take on an organization and take it somewhere.
Judy, can you tell me about Monkey Moon?
Well, you can go to one of their shows to find out. Now it's your turn to tell the childhood tales you like.
Let me show you. Coming up next.
Next up, watch me face Darth Vader. Can you turn candy into art? The Candyman can.
Mark, we're back. What are you doing?
I am preparing for our next story.
Actually, me too. Here's In to take us back in time.
A long time ago, in a land far, far away, there were warriors with swords. As time has evolved, so have the swords. But future fighters, like those in Star Wars, use lightsabers. Today, these fencing fighting movie fan tactics call themselves the Gensarai. Meet their Jedi Master Tom Bombadil.
Individuals have their own quest and the challenges in their lives that they wish to overcome. They do that through this method, the sword as a healing process, the sword as a teaching methodology, the sword as a way to overcome whatever demons that they might have.
Here women compete as equals. Meet the last walker.
I don't come from a martial sport background. I've never done any kind of combat at all. There was a lot of me that really didn't want to do it, and it was Alan Block who really encouraged me and really kind of talked me into it.
Alan is the founder of the Golden Gate Knights, another Bay Area lightsaber club.
I consider the Golden Gate Knights as a gateway to a lot of other interesting hobbies and talents that a lot of people don't even really realize that they have inside themselves.
It's been 6 long months of just practice. It's a lot of pride being able to do what I can do now compared to what I did 6 months ago. The Golden Gate Knights have given me a sense of responsibility, a sense of leadership, being a leader, being inspirational.
People can get really excited, but this is a performance art, it's not a martial art.
I think that that's pretty unique for what we do. At the same time, preserving a lot of the elements that you see in martial arts schools. We're teaching a way that people can kind of dance together in a fun way.
So, if
And when it was my turn, my lightsaber teacher was the master himself.
Youngling, it is time to meet your destiny and become a Jedi. Ready?
It's not every day you get to duel with Darth Vader, one of the most evil villains in movie history.
So why is it important to you to dress up like a Darth Vader? It looks very cool.
Very good question. I think it's important for me to dress up and act out in certain characters because sometimes this suit protects me from the outside world and the thoughts and the presumptions that people have. It gives me an outlet for being the ultimate nerd I can be.
You have to learn how to play, you know, and I think as we get older, we lose that. We lose that ability to be ourselves. And as geeks, sometimes when we were little, we didn't get to be ourselves. We didn't get to play. We were focused on school or grades or, you know, our parents' agendas, our teachers' agendas, and we didn't have the opportunity really just to play.
For these adults, playing is part of a martial art healing process.
Now, yes! Strong you all with the Force.
The only way you can know somebody is to fight them. Here, we have a bunch of geeks who are building a community. We're building a community within a martial sport.
The reason why I think people come back to our class time and time again is that at the Golden Gate Nights, there's a chance for them to become essentially the hero that they've always wanted to be.
And maybe that's what Star Wars is all about.
May the Force be with you!
Judy, it is time for you to become a Jedi.
Actually, I'm really tired.
Well, how about I replenish your energy?
Wow, where did you get this candy? Is this R2-D2?
It is R2-D2, and Tao Tao is going to tell us more.
Is this candy for your mouth or artwork for your eyes? We will tell you next.
Hello and welcome back to InBox. Judy, we have a new candy. Look, it's called Papabubble.
Wow, there's a design inside. I've never seen candy like this before.
A candy man in San Francisco makes it. Try it.
How does he do that?
Just one look, or one taste. And you will know this is unlike any candy you have ever tasted or even seen before.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that they have like strawberry like so it's like
Ding Xie is a candy man.
I think Papabubble candy is our work because we can make all different kinds of design in the candy and it's creative.
So it's kind of like art.
Ariel Xu says every piece is unique.
Like if you know, something doesn't always come out right, but if it does, it's like really beautiful.
The process is simple. Put a sugar syrup onto a chilled table. Add some food coloring. Let it begin to harden. And watch the colors really pop. Mixing the color completely is essential. Next, knead the mass until it is smooth and solid. Ding sometimes also uses a hook. And see?
So you can see it's a triangle here.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we will make this heart.
The right heart shape is enclosed in contrasting white, so it really stands out. A tiny symbol of love right in the candy.
Okay.
Now watch this. Using a heated table, Ding rolls the candy out into long, thin rods. Then Ariel and I take over and roll them until they are hard and uniform sticks.
Yeah, you roll it together. Yeah. And then we get another and then roll it again together.
After that, we chop the sticks into bite-sized pieces. Ta-ta! They are ready for sale and eating.
给朋友当礼物用，他们要找口袋，我一个装一个，我就可以给他们。
In order to attract new customers, Ding constantly makes new candy creations.
So like jelly candy, also we start making the marshmallow, like all different flavor, and we try to make all the stuff all natural.
He even making candies with customized messages inside. Little tasty surprises for the eye and the tummy. Ariel says there is something very special about her work.
Myself, which is really cool, because not a lot of people can say like, oh, I make candy.
Oh, Judy, that looks like so much fun.
And delicious.
Is it art for the tummy?
Or is it art for the eye? You decide. Well, that's our edition of InBox.
We want to give a special thanks to our fishermen, chef, storytellers, Jedi Knights, and the Candyman.
Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Bye-bye.